sand grains piled into a jumping spider molted head cap. What is happening here? Wait, did someone behead a spider and put grains of sand into its open head? Dog, what is this? This is really weird. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. This is definitely the weirdest one. No doubt, this is easily the weirdest one. All right. Keep your goddamn shirt on, okay? Hold on, I need my glasses. I need my glasses if I'm gonna take a look at weird photographs, okay? The weirder, the more I need them. Actually, you know what? It should probably go the opposite direction now that I really think about it. Because the weirder they are, the less I actually want to be seeing them. So, I don't really know what that says. Anyway, hello, it's me, I'm back. I'm gonna take a look at some weird images today. Aren't you excited? Oh, settle down. Stop it. Shut up, thank you. What's the first one? Roll it. Oh, well, that must be a bit of an awkward situation. Hopefully he's a nice guy. I've never heard anything super awful about Arnold, but man, I'm glad everyone's all right. Hopefully he takes care of business, unless it's your fault. And then he's gonna have to terminate you, right? That's right, that's the only movie he's ever been in. It's all Terminator all the time, baby. No, really though, this must be a very nerve-wracking situation. I'd have a heart attack if I not only got into what looks to be more than just a fender bender, and the guy who got out of the car that I bumped into was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would not be very happy about that moment because, look, it's a 50-50 chance. Either he's going to be furious and try to, kill you and take you to court for all you're worth, or he'll be the nicest dude in the world, hand you $10 billion cash, and you guys will just have a nice laugh about it over lunch. Yes, those are the two only options that will happen if you crash into a car that is being driven by a celebrity. Only options. Or that's not what's happening at all, and he's filming something, and this is not a real fender bender. But given by how he's dressed, I don't think he was filming anything in the sweatpants. You know what I mean? Okay, well, this is just... What do you want me to say? Let's sit down for just a minute here. What does one really say about a gross-looking, crusty-ass, Spirit Halloween, methed-out version of Barney the Dinosaur? Is this going to be what he looks like in that movie they're allegedly working on? Who's the one making that? I always forget her name, or rather, I forget how to pronounce her name, but I know there's a movie. I know they're making a Barney movie. Like, what else does one really say about, wow, that suit sure looked dumb. Suit dum-dum. That's kooky. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Wait, whoa. Okay. How long did you leave that up? I love that you're trying to figure out how to unburn it in, but my man, you're probably not going to be able to, okay? I don't know if anybody else remembers this. They might still have this as a feature built into, monitors and TVs. Burn-in's not nearly as big a deal as it used to be, but still can be a problem nonetheless, as we see here. I remember having an old plasma TV where it had like an anti-burn-in feature or a burn-in fix feature where it would just have this super bright white bar that would go up and down and side to side on the screen in an attempt to erase the burned-in mark. Sometimes it worked pretty well. Sometimes it did, but if you left it on for too long, nothing's gonna fix that, my friend. Absolutely nothing. So, you're going to have to, I guess, ask some questions of yourself. Was this worth it? Will it be worth it again? I mean, you're always gonna have a reminder on your monitor now. So, what does that say? Okay, I really don't care about that guy. I like Nick, though. Nick's really cool. The Nickster, he's really awesome. Couldn't give less of a about the other dude, though, at all. And I don't know why okay, this one just seems dumb. All right, it's Nick Cage and the other guy. They took a selfie. It's so weird. Whoa. Why? Who cares? What is this doing here? Why are we putting, quite frankly, it looks like it could be a pretty old selfie too. What is the purpose? Why is this here? This is stupid. Is it weird because he's there? I don't even want to say his goddamn name. I just don't. Is that why it's weird? I don't get, whatever, dude. It's like noon, for me right now as I record these. I'm still in my cranky mood because caffeine doesn't work anymore. Delightful. So I just keep downing it, expecting something different to happen. You guys know the definition of insanity, right? It's, well, you know what? You guys should know by now. Come on, you could figure it out. Okay. See, this one's not as weird as it is just really cool. How long did it take you to set that up, though? There's no way that this came about naturally. At least I refuse to believe it did. I mean, the cat was probably sitting up there for a little while you were fiddling with stuff, right? But you had to get it right, because there's no way that lamp was angled up that direction. So how long did it get you to do this? Or how long did it take you, not get you to do this? How long did it take you to set up what is a really cool, what would you call this? I mean, just shadow art? Oh man, you saw your opportunity and you took it. You made sure you didn't miss out on it. Hell, knowing how cats are, he probably moved right as you were getting close to finishing it and you had to put him back up there anyway. Okay, yeah, we all need some air conditioning. I don't think that's how we want it though. That's not right. That's not right, One tiny baby earthquake. Hell, someone sneezes in that room, that's gonna fall down and crush someone to death. And if it doesn't fall on somebody, it still sucks to lose your air conditioner, right? Or even if it's not an air conditioning unit, it still sucks. I don't want to have to get a new one, or God forbid get this one replaced because it was installed. I don't even know what to say. It's installed terribly. Maybe they wanted it that way. Maybe they like it that way. I hope not. That would be really weird and say strange things about them and their sensibilities in their own home. But geez, hell, knowing me, it's probably not even set up weird at all, and it's just a perfect angle that makes it look strange. Although, given those shadows, I don't know. Almost perfect cubes formed in nature. Where do you think the idea for Minecraft came from? I mean, really. I mean, these are cool. These are cool. But I think we've seen these, what is this called? Hold on, let me look this up. I want to look up what this type of gemstone is called. All right, never mind. I did a quick Google. There's a ton out there that actually can make the cubes, or the close to perfect cubes, as it was specifically called here, I suppose. Is this pyrite? Is that the closest thing we have here? I don't know. I do have a friend who is a geologist. They would be able to answer this question for me for sure, but I'm not gonna call in a friend right now. That's not the type of show we run here now, is it? Thankfully not. Although it would be kind of cool if $1 million was on the line every single time one of us got on here and started narrating, right? That'd be pretty neat. Okay. Did he ask for a haircut? Are you just doing that? Imagine doing that to a person. Just grabbing a person and starting to buzz their hair, Just think about that for a second. Would you like it if somebody did that to you? I don't think you would. Honestly, he looks a little too relaxed in my opinion, he looks a little too relaxed. Like, why is he seemingly used to this? Why has he resigned himself to his fate? Dude, you gotta get up. Don't take this, all right? Don't take this for internet clout. Take back that clout. It's yours. It's yours, man. Before you become a lava chicken, wake up. Smell the donuts. Or the ashes. This got dropped off at my front door. Passport to heaven. Please tell me it's not just a photograph of the front of it. I really, really hope you open this. But man, stop leaving religious at my doorstep. You. Oh, you didn't. You just, that's all you posted. Anyway, cool. Yeah, I don't know what else was in there. I think we could all really take an educated guess as to what was inside there. But man, I consider that littering, all right? If you're gonna preach, don't litter, all right? Don't give me garbage. That's not cool, that's not funny. It's not quite as annoying as those fake tips that some people will leave, where it's a $20 bill and then when you open it, it's hey, repent or Jesus will torture you for eternity or some stupid like that. Okay. So now this is true taste right here. Now this guy has true taste. Okay, once you realize that Rolexes don't matter at all, and you flex on people with your $2,000 BMW you bought off Craigslist. I don't know which model this is. I know it's not new. I know it's not a crazy new one. You could truly flex on people with any watch, though. Really. As long as you got that on. As long as you like it, that's all that matters, okay? Pretty sure I got a Rainbow Dash watch sitting around here somewhere that's way cooler than any Rolex. I'm not saying I dislike Rolexes, but between the two, I don't know. I'm not going to take out a car payment for a watch, okay? I'm going to spend $20 and I'm going to have a stupid MLP watch. How about that? That's way more fun and way bigger of a flex in my humble pie opinion. If you see someone drowning, lol, then call 911. Why does this particular photo feel like it's 20 years old? It just feels like it, Maybe it's because of how zoomed in it is. Actually, it looks like someone screenshot this from maybe they were like scrolling through Imager or something like that, and they screenshotted it because you didn't know how to like tap, hold, save, or whatever. It just gives off the vibe, man. But they are right, though. If you do ever see anybody drowning, just laugh a little bit and then call for help. For some strange reason, that order of operations is the proper way of going about it. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. I mean, sometimes I do. It's just people don't really obey them, so I don't feel like I make the rules. Does that make sense? You guys get me? My eggs this morning? That don't look like an egg to me. It certainly doesn't look like an egg to me, man. Wow. What happened there? See, I'm asking the real questions here. Wow. Like that. What happened? Man, I really have insightful commentary today. It's... Okay, I can't make that joke because I always do. I always have insightful. I'm very insightful and smart. Yeah, man, that sucks. This is what the more expensive eggs are getting us here in the U.S. Also, a complete side note, and you know exactly what it is I'm about to say here. You've seen it coming a mile away. Clean your goddamn stove. It's disgusting. What the Dude, it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. I really doubt that all of that is just from you trying to make the one egg. So, for the love of Christ, get on it, please. Sorry. I'm very stressed and depressed. And this isn't helping. Oh, come on. The first picture was cute enough already. You didn't need to ruin it by trying to make it funnier. You didn't need to ruin it. It was already very cute. All right, fine. You know what? I'll stop being a Grumposaurus on this one. This is plenty fun. You guys remember when face swapping was the thing? It didn't last super long, but dude, face swapping was the funniest in the world for a little while. And I don't even mean that sarcastically. It was. That was like the height of comedy for what felt like a week, like 10, 11, 12 years ago. Straight up. You know what? I think we're due for another incredibly silly trend. A silly trend that's just harmless face swapping or something like it. All right? Not the trend of let's go watch the Minecraft movie and throw food, drink, and live animals at the staff or destroy the place because we think it's funny. Look, you can go and you can enjoy a stupid meme and all that stuff, but the moment you start over the employees of the theater, I hope you get banned. No chances. You. Get out. See, how did this become face swapping? To me complaining about the Minecraft movie viewership. How does it go there? We don't know. We just know that it does end up there, all right? That's the sign of a good conversation, even though with these I have to talk to myself. In case of fire, break glass. Oh, you know it. I'm a big s'mores guy. Although the problem here is I can't make the whole s'more because all you've got, in this case, are the marshmallows. Which, okay, yeah, I can have myself a roasted marshmallow. That's pretty good, nice and toasty and delightful, but I want to make the whole damn thing, okay? I need me the chocolate, I need me the graham. For the love of God, you need to flesh out this emergency case. Please, I'm begging you. Pay attention. This is what the people really want in an emergency. They want to feel like you care. Like you really understand the assignment for once, all right? You've got a third of what I need here, man. You're only 33.333, repeating, of course, % of the way to what we need in case of a true emergency. Although it doesn't say emergency, it says fire. Still, whatever. I guess I'll just go and complain at the wall some more, like I always do. This cluster of fossilized creatures look like they came from another planet. Okay, yeah, that is, what the shit? Holy cow. It's, what are they? Or were they like weird jellyfish creatures? Man, H.R. Geiger was definitely taking more inspiration from nature than I previously thought. They're so cool. This is the sort of thing you could look at all the time. And you know what's even crazier? Someone's probably going to make a comment down below like, oh, well, the hand's real, but the rest of it's AI. Sorry about that. You know, you can't trust anything anymore. Literally can't trust anything anymore. Okay? That's a little bullshit of you, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's funny, but then you realize the guy's taking up 4 goddamn seats for one joke. You know he's not gonna let you sit next to him in that bench. And the other bench is clearly taken up by his entire setup. And it's funny that, you know, this works. You could do this. It kind of reminds me of, there's a guy that will go to our local Starbucks where we are, and he'll bring a full-size monitor and a desktop PC in there, plug them into the wall and whatnot, but He's taking up a small amount of space in there, and they let him. This is public transport, baby. Get out of my goddamn way, all right? And it's Skyrim? Who the hell's playing Skyrim? Okay, I gotcha. Please don't let him touch the lasagna, though. He's already fat to what I would call an abusive extent. So, that's enough lasagna for the real Garfield. Okay. He's a little too chunky, you know? Maybe if he were like 10, 15 pounds light. Okay, not that many. For this cat, that would be really, really, really dramatic. He needs to lose a little bit of weight, though. You know that, right? You know you've overfed the shit out of your cat, right? Hopefully he hasn't been overfed with actual lasagna, because I don't think for 1 second that that's an appropriate thing for a cat to be eating in reality. Look, I know, we've been fed bullshit from Big Garfield for years, all right? But it's not true. Cats don't do that. They don't eat lasagna, I promise, okay? I think every candy dispenser should have a funky face on it. Maybe not one as creepy as this, unless it's around Halloween, then they could all be a little bit scary, right? But I do think these things gotta look a little bit more unique. They really do. And this is one way, just one way, to do it. Maybe we could start giving them little hats, giving them little arms or a suit and a tie, you know. What are some ideas that you guys might have down in the comments below? How could we spice up all the candy dispensers and gacha machines and vending machines worldwide? What could we do? Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I actually, for just a split second, thought that this was going to be a normal, boring image of cute animal, but no, that animal got the fishnets on. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Is that how they would wear them, though? Or would they wear them? You know the question, right? You guys understand. How would they wear them? Maybe that's another question you guys could answer for us in the comments down below. How would any quadrupedal creature wear fishnet stockings? Would it be like this? Or would it be like all across the bottom, like the underside, the undercarriage with the front legs as well? It's really hard for me to describe the alternate way they would, but I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? The pants conundrum has been going on for a long time, right? Okay. This one is old. This one is quite old, all right? I'm actually surprised at this point that no one out there has made actual Lego pieces. For some strange reason, there's a conquest among men to make things about as phallic as humanly possible. We don't have Lego? What's the purpose here? What are we even doing, fellas? If we're going to be asserting ourselves in everything, how come we haven't hit Lego yet? Come on, man. All right. I mean, you didn't ask nicely. That's a little weird. You just told him to. So, I don't know. The whole thing feels weird. But if the two of you are consenting and having a great time, I don't give a crap. Why would I? It don't affect me in the slightest. Have a great time, Jesus. And whoever you are, I suppose. What is this? Is this supposed to be like a concert, a festival? Where the hell even is this? I love it. You know, I can't even really be surprised by something like this. I mean, at first I might be taken aback. Just at first for a split second, but you see enough of the world and what it has to offer, and at a certain point you just gotta go, yeah, no, I get it. Or rather, I don't get it, but I'll accept it, no problem, yeah. Why would it really matter? If you want to walk around town with a fishbowl on your head, who am I to judge? Look at what I do. This is what I do. I talk for a few hours every single week about silly photographs, memes, and odd, goofy situations. That's what I do. He's even got fish in there. Go for it, man. Why not add even more, okay? Just kidding. Please don't do that to the poor fishies. I don't think they wanted to be a part of this weird-ass little experiment this guy's going on. Okay. Oh, they do plan. They do plan. I always wondered. I don't even own Lego, and sometimes I feel myself standing on one. Luckily, I am very adept at knowing when I'm stepping on a piece of Lego or chunk of Lego or Lego brick, whatever the you want to call it, and I'm able to shift my weight very quickly, so that way I minimize the amount of damage done to not just my foot, but my ego for stepping on a Lego that seemingly came out of nowhere. Merritt Oppenheim? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I don't know. I don't think I can drink coffee out of this, or tea, or anything. I think that might be violently disgusting in more ways than one. Just imagine, you pour your coffee in there, you put some sugar in there, some milk in there, and then you use your fluffy spoon to stir it all around, and you take a nice big sip, and then there's a bunch of fur in your mouth, and then you vomit. and then you vomit. There's no way you'd be able to use this without throwing up. And no, you're not actually gonna use this. Duh. Have you seen it? Have you seen this? What is this from, and why? Is this supposed to actually just be an art piece, a statement piece that you leave up on your shelf to make your friends go, hey man, you okay? No, really, how much did you pay for this? This furry mug. What is this shit? No lives matter. You're all you. Yeah, okay. Like, it's funny, but please stop using humor to undermine real issues, because that's what it does. It trivializes the real issues that are going on. Like, it's funny as a one-off joke, but if I see you wearing one of these, I'm probably going to think a bit less of you, because again, it is trivializing a real goddamn problem that is everywhere. It's all over the place. So, I don't find it all that cute. That's just me. I know, maybe I'm that friend that's too woke or something like that. I don't know. This obesity mannequin I found on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, I don't know why I was expecting it to not be, like, it's all very plush. It's very plush. I don't know why I was expecting it to be like hard plastic or whatever, like you would see in like a Target or a Nordstrom or something. How much was he? Okay. I guess that's one way to fix the problem, even though it didn't fix the problem at all, and now you got something much shittier and uglier on your hands. Okay, you did pretty good. I mean, silly haha there at the end though, but you did pretty good overall. Much better than I would have done. Our LED lights change your perspective. Okay, that's totally real. All right, double cheeseburger, no onion, no ketchup, no mustard, extra pickles, no cheese, no bun, no meat patty. I mean, sure, they're gonna get a kick out of it, but the 4,000 other people that did this right after you posted it probably aren't gonna find it funny anymore. Okay, yeah, I don't care. Holy crap! I'm not even gonna ask. Look, sometimes you just have a rough day and that power comes out, okay? Wait, this one does feel real. A lot of people will have above ground pools in flood prone areas, which can cause something like this to happen, which is it's really interesting to see. A little pocket of crystal clear, chemically treated water amongst the muddy crap that's been taking over the area. I found these while walking my dog near our local nuclear power plant. You know what? I wonder if these were of any inspiration during the creation of Atomic Heart at all. Or like anything like Atomic Heart, you know? Stalker related. It's just perfect creepy. I love it. Who built these, you crazy bastards? Okay. I wonder what he's thinking. Wonder what she's thinking. It is a baby. Right, it's an office thing. It's an office thing. It's a The Office joke. I don't like this one at all. You know, I just don't think I like it here anymore. Cats are crawling out of TVs. People are still making jokes referencing The Office. Though, to be fair, that last picture's probably 12 years old. At minimum. Rate my setup. Honestly, rules. I used to like the steampunk aesthetic a lot more, but I just like all the woodwork. I think that's impressive as hell. What are your thermals like in this thing, though? Because it doesn't look like you have a lot of ventilation. Also, rocking the optical drive? My man. I was sober for 11 years. Then I turned 12. Well, good for you, dude. How are you holding up? Okay, that's a shirt and a half. That's all I got for you, man. That's all I got. Okay, it would take me probably a decade to get used to stairs like that, especially because the way they're cut is something I'm not used to. Like, you see the weird shapes that they are to help accommodate for being really tiny stairs. I would probably fall down and break my legs 20 times before I learned enough of a lesson to use them properly. Los Stevenson. Yeah, I loved that show. Never. A skull of a man with Proteus syndrome. A rare condition characterized by overgrowth of bones, skin, muscles, fatty tissues, and blood and lymphatic vessels. Right, yep, I've seen this guy before. I just can't even fathom what life was like until death. What it was like. Pure torture. People talk about hell. Some people have to live hell, through hell here. Some people have to live it here. So I really, really hope that if there is a hell, it's specifically reserved for the actual demons, the few demons that have been sent to Earth in place of humans. We know a good few of them, and I think it's just for them to go back to, not for us to go to. Because what would this person have to have done in their life in order to actually earn eternal torture after the torture that their existence was? Okay, that's just, I don't like it. Nice tits, can I try one? No! See, now even the babies are being inappropriate. This is disgusting. Wow, you know what? Great. Real great design for the toilet. Make it look like there's shit everywhere. Sure, different colors and whatnot, but still, at a glance, That's what you're going to be thinking. Okay, I do want to see this, though. I do want to see what one of these flailing tube men would actually do. What would the orchestra be like? What would they think? How would they work with this? Could they work with it at all? At all? War bad, boobs good. That's all we need to hear. That's all everyone's needed to hear for the past 10 million years, and we'd be fine. I got an x-ray, and it looks like my diagnosis is haunted. Oh, yep, spine's haunted, buddy. Spine is haunted. Ooh, that's a rough one.